Aldrich. Here is the video that you should have watched before going to university. Let's talk about accommodation first, okay? The first one, have a bin router and stick with it, okay? Second, don't take out the bins when it's 100% full. Take them out when it's like 80 to 90% full. Otherwise, the bags might break, and unfortunately, yeah. Bring earplugs. Oh, when I say you can hear everything, you can hear everything. So yeah, enough said. Yeah, if you want to use your flatmate's stuff, yeah, just ask. Clean up after yourself. Don't wait till the next day or the next morning to wash up the dinner dishes that you've done, or the lunch dishes. Okay, just clean up, otherwise there might be mold that will produce. And don't be afraid to bring items that make you feel at home. Yeah, you were hesitant of bringing this small pillow that you have since you were a child, and it would have made you feel at home more, and you were scared that other people come in, they find it and they think you're like a little baby. But that's fine if they think you're a baby, because you know, embrace it. Yeah, embrace who you are, embrace your roots. Yeah, there's a story behind it, and that's what makes you unique. So don't be shy about it. Do not bring too many clothes. You don't want the issue of, oh, what should I wear today? No, your clothes right now look good. Just keep going to those vintage sales and you're gonna get some banging items. Buy a study lamp for when you're not revising in the Diamond or in any other library. And when you're studying, turn the lamp on, and when you're not studying, turn it off. Next is be mindful of who you invite and how much noise you're making. You want to be respectful as a flatmate. You should have left your guitar in the living room so you can just pick up and play and just chill with your friends, rather than just chilling in your room on your phone. Don't forget to like or subscribe if this video is actually giving you decent tips and it's actually useful. And yeah, let's move on. Moving on to academics. First, I wish you watched beginner tutorials on how to code in C and C++. And MATLAB as well, because although on open days the course assumes you have no prior knowledge of coding, that doesn't mean the uni will teach it well, unfortunately. So yeah, watch those beginner tutorials before you go to uni. Time management is so important in universities, and what I mean by this is you got to keep in the back of your mind of the 8-8-8 rule. Basically, there are 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you should be sleeping and resting, 8 hours working, and 8 hours doing your chores and having fun. Try your best to keep a balance of these elements and not to overcompensate one area. Focus on remembering the concepts, not the facts, when it comes to your lectures. Spread out your revision into 30 to 45 minute chunks, followed by a 5 to 15 minute break. If you did this once or twice a day on top of your lectures, right, you would have been like, oof, you'd be just fine. Consider buying an iPad. Don't spend too much money on a very fancy laptop. You really don't need it, and you end up spending money on a HP Spectre, which is a nice laptop, but you don't really need that kind of a luxurious product. You should have downsized into something that costs less than £1,000 and then use that extra money on an iPad. So, and I say iPad since you end up buying one in third year, and it helped you organize your stuff more, it made you learn faster, and it gave you more time to do other things. Keep in the back of your mind that lecturers and tutors are human, okay? They are friendly and relatable people, which means you shouldn't be afraid to ask for help, and you shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes, because they were once your age and they were once, you know, doing the degree like you are. Stop procrastinating by watching so many productivity YouTube videos, okay? You'll be at this stage where you know enough revision strategies that you don't need to watch anymore. It's all about taking action, all right? So just do it. Make a study group. Oh mate, I wish you did this sooner, because you ended up being close with a couple of your course mates in second year and third year, and if only you met them in first year. Yeah, you'll help each other with deadlines, you'll help each other stay up to date, and you'll help each other stay motivated, and you'll learn together, and that would have made university much more fun. Aldrich, don't be pissed if the concepts are too hard, and don't be annoyed, and don't call yourself stupid. Don't be afraid to ask your course mates for help. Continue trying new things and don't be shy about it. Say yes. I know in first year you tried to do you were on a mad one. You tried hip-hop dancing. You realized that wasn't for you. Yeah, despite you know, pulling the moves in the clubs or whatever, it wasn't for you. Then you tried belly dancing for some reason. I don't know why. Then you unofficially joined a bunch of Asian societies to look for Filipinos, because there wasn't an official Filipino society running that year. and eventually, yeah, just keep trying these new things, have fun in the process, because eventually you're going to build the curiosity to try photography, you're going to try video editing, you're going to try videography, and you're going to try taking photos on Instagram. You're going to enjoy that, and the journey will take care of itself. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Try new things, don't be shy about it. Let's move on to the social tips. First, don't be pressured to be having the best time of your life in university 24/7. Yes, university tends to be overhyped because on YouTube and the people you meet, everyone pretty much says that university is the best time of their life, but like I said, it's all about balance, and you make the most out of how you want to make university. But make sure you're working enough, make sure you're partying enough as well, and resting enough. Like I said, the 8-8-8 rule, it's all about balance, and it's all about living a more meaningful life. Continue making the first move when it comes to making friends, and especially when it comes to talking to girls. Overall, it's going to improve your self-confidence, it's going to improve your social ability, and you're going to meet amazing people, like a lot of amazing people, by just making the first move. And honestly, most people are friendly. Don't let the small minority like get to you. Just that's it. Have no filter when it comes to having conversations with people. What I mean by filter, Aldrich, is that you always, like before, you were obsessed with, trying to make the best first impression, making the best possible conversations, having the best type, it's forget about it, okay? It's all about just talking about what you want to talk about. Yeah, let the conversation flow. If you want to talk about games, talk about games. If you want to talk about her outfit, talk about her outfit. Talk about anything. Have no filter, okay? Because people are going to love you for the dumb shit that you say, and the people who love you will love you. And some people might find you weird, but that's fine. I mean, I find some people weird, but that doesn't mean when they're with their friends that, you know what I mean? Like, if you're weird, be surrounded by other people who are equally as weird, that's how it works. People will also know that you're being genuine and you're being authentic, and that's why people love you, and that's why people want to make friends with you. Aldrich, you're going to download Tinder and Bumble, so make sure your profile bangs. You're going to do it for the bands, and most importantly, you're going to do it to improve your self-confidence. Like I said, when it comes to making first move with girls and just making friends in general, you always flinched, and you were always anxious about it. And having these dating apps helped you get over that fear, because you tried, and then you try again, you try, but you also use this to practice your no filter in conversation. And yeah, overall, and it's fun as well, and you'll end up having a lot of funny stories with the lads, and yeah, it's just funny. Although you're doing it for the bands, and although you're doing it for your self-confidence, there are people out there, they are real people with feelings, so be mindful of that. But then again, you're also going to be catfished. Oh man, it's a funny story, but you know what? We move. When you meet the girls that you find pretty, okay, make sure you prioritize their personality and their values. I know they can be fit, okay, and you can just be thinking with one brain. Yeah, guys have two brains, one here and one, you can guess where the other one is. And yeah, don't think with your second brain, think with your first brain, Aldrich. Oh my gosh, think with your first brain. You're going to be comparing yourself to others, and you know what, that's okay, but make sure you're self-aware that you're comparing yourself to others. Yeah, make sure you're self-aware that everybody is living a different life and has different influences and experience, and make sure you're self-aware that they are not you, and the only person you should really be comparing yourself is the person you were yesterday. Are you a better person than you were yesterday? And if you are, then that's great. Just if you are jealous of other people's success and stuff, right? Don't embrace that you are self-aware that you are jealous, and turn that jealousy into admiration. Turn that jealousy into something positive instead. Make sure you just admire them and be like, you know what? Instead of me trying to put that down or shrug off the other people's achievements, embrace it, okay? Make sure you tell yourself, okay, one day I'm gonna get there. And yeah, everyone wants to be around that kind of positive person, and you will feel jealous and you will feel insecure sometimes, but try find ways to turn those feelings into positive feelings that you can then improve on for yourself. Although I said have no filter, make sure you know how to be professional, you know how to look after yourself, and you know how to, you know, dress well and to stand up straight and to be confident. Don't be afraid to tell people that they've crossed the line. Aldrich, there's going to be some people that's going to make some racist remarks to you or your friends, and do not be that person. You've always been the type of person to be like, oh, I don't really want to cause trouble, you know, I don't want to really, nah, it's gonna eat you inside, and you're going to be in the shower, yeah, you're gonna be fighting in the shower, you're gonna be having arguments that you wish you had. So so make sure you stand up for yourself, and don't be a waste man. Don't turn it into a shouting match. It's all about being calm, expressing your why you are upset, and for you to empathize with why they did it, and empathize with their reasons. And if their reasons are like really dumb or just outright rude or racist even, that's when you say, yo, I wasn't cool with that, don't ever do that to me, you understand? Oh, people will start to respect you if you do that, and people will know that you're a trustworthy person. When you're on a night out, Aldrich, I'm telling you, just focus on having a good time with your friends. Do not think about pulling girls. Do not think about talking to girls, or, you know, oh, you've been feeling, you know, some type of way. Nah. Just focus on having a good time, because you don't want these false expectations, and you don't want to, you know, drag yourself down. Just focus on having a good time, and if it happens, it happens. But yeah, focus on having a good time. Don't think with that brain, think with this brain. Just have fun, okay? Have fun. You're going to be disappointed that you didn't get into your year in the industry, but that's okay, because you're going to spend that energy doing something else, and yeah, life will follow from there. And like now, look at me now. I'm good. I'm still alive, and you're still gonna be happy, all right? Aldrich, those were 30 things that you should have known before uni. Heed these words seriously, man, because honestly, I'm telling you, 3 years fly by so like I'm graduating this year, and yeah, 3 years, man. Where did those 3 years go? Honestly, but yeah, don't be afraid of making mistakes. I know some of the mistakes you're going to make are going to lead to regrets, but yeah, don't think about it too much, because at the end of the 3-year journey, there's going to be a lot more positives than negatives. Make sure you maximize your time at university. Make sure you spend enough time revising, partying, and resting, okay? Although you have regrets, and although you might have done some things that you might have regret, remember, that doesn't make you a bad person. You've still got family that love you. You still, you know, you're very respectful, and yeah, we do slip up sometimes, even the best of us. So yeah, don't let it hit you too much. All right, move on. I know it's hard, but yeah, try your best. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, if you've already subscribed to the channel, 1,000. Can't believe it. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you next Monday, hopefully. All right? So you can get free condoms at uni. I'm just saying.